Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and we're doing a little weekend reading vlog. I'm notoriously very bad at vlogs. I tried to start one earlier this week and it didn't go past a single clip. But I was feeling like, I don't know, I feel like doing a shorter time period rather than a full week is easier for me. So I'm gonna try to do a weekend reading vlog. But I also thought I'd show you sort of like what's going on for me at home right now. It's not a lot, but I don't know, I'll take you sort of through my weekend, do some reading, but also do some other stuff. I just finished my work day. My bosses have been really amazing, and number one, super thankful that I still have my job and they are doing everything that they can to keep us all working. But I also gave us half days on Wednesdays and Fridays so that we can just kind of like, I don't know, unwind a little bit, which is just, I don't know, I'm very grateful. So it's almost 1 o'clock on Friday, and I'm gonna start my weekend baking some cookies. So I thought I would bring you along, show you what I'm making. I've been doing a lot of baking and cooking as well as reading, so wanted to show you what's happening. Maybe I'll just do like a time lapse of my cookie making process, and I'll put the recipe down below. They're brownie cookies, brookies if you will. So now that the cookies are done, I'm gonna read a little bit. I'm feeling like I want to cross stitch as well. Oh, hi. Yeah, so I'm gonna listen to the audiobook of Red Rising by Pierce Brown while I do that. And I've been working on a pretty big cross stitch project during quarantine. I'm doing like a Slytherin crest, and it is pretty elaborate. It's a lot of fun, but it's taking me a long time, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a big project for right now. So I'm gonna sit and do this for a little bit and listen to the audiobook, and yeah, check in with you later. It's a very gross day outside. It's just like cloudy and a little rainy and just bleh. So I plan to sit on the couch and read for most of the day. I mean, it's already 10:30. I watched a couple episodes of New Girl. I had some food and coffee and did some more cross-stitching. And yeah, so I'm gonna now sit down to read. I read a little bit yesterday. I listened to the audiobook for a bit. And then also this morning I woke up at 2 a.m. and couldn't get back to sleep. So I read for a while. I'm super close to finishing. I think I have, yeah, like 50-ish, less than 50 pages left. So I think I could probably finish that in the next couple hours. So that's my plan. I don't know what I want to read after this, but we will see. So I'm gonna sit and snug with the kitten and read for a while. Sorry for the weird angle, but I can't move, so here we are. So I just finished my reread of Red Rising for the Astro Hose book club. Like I said before, it was, or I maybe said before, it was our pick for Aries, our first pick of this book club. I was excited to reread this. I've been wanting to reread it for a while, and I have a few thoughts. One, well, okay. I really don't like spoiling anything for this series because, especially with the first book, it takes such a turn almost immediately, and I had no idea what to expect going in, and it was like way better because of that. So I partially like don't want to say anything, but I also have some thoughts. So I'll put a timestamp for when I'm not talking about spoilers anymore. So first of all, Darrow is such a Mary Sue character. He's good at everything, knows everything. The book just like so quickly skims over his transformation that like, I don't know, I feel like we don't get enough info to like really believe that he's that great. My second thought is that the like whole institute part is just really dragged out. I feel like it didn't need to be the majority of the book. I feel conflicted. I definitely don't think I enjoyed it as much the second time as I did the first. And I think that's also partially because my tastes have changed. I think it's still like 4.5 star book for me. It's definitely not 5 stars at this point, but I still really like it. And I think it is still up there as a favorite series. It's probably not in my top 5 anymore, but who knows? I don't know. Anyway, I don't really know what I'm going to do now because I can't move. I've got... Oh my god, you're so cute. I feel like I can't move, so I don't know what to do with myself right now. I might watch some TV, or maybe I'll watch some booktube or something. Yep. I'm gonna continue laying here with my kitten, and I'll check in later once I decide what book I'm going to read next. So I've been getting headaches way worse in the last few weeks working at home from, I think, just staring at my computer all day, and so I decided to get blue light glasses, and I went for some like round frames, and they might be a little much. Look how giant these are in my face. I'm kind of obsessed with them, and also feel like I look ridiculous, but hello. So it's like almost 8 o'clock now, and I have a couple updates. I guess really only one update. After finishing Red Rising, I was like not really sure what I wanted to read, but was feeling like I wanted something kind of quick, light, whatever. So I picked up Moonstruck by Grace Ellis and Shae Beagle. I think Grace Ellis is the writer and Shae Beagle is the, artist. And this was kind of lackluster to me. I ended up using this for the OWL's prompt of a book featuring shapeshifting, which is the prompt for Transfiguration. Both our main characters in this are werewolves, and there's like a little budding romance between the two of them. Overall, this book story has really good rep. There is a non-binary character. This is a sapphic relationship. Julie is Latinx, and Selena is Black, but I just felt like the story was super all over the place, and I didn't really understand what was happening a lot of the time. It was just very jumpy and disjointed. However, I thought it was a really cute art style, and overall, like, the story idea is fun. It's like a world of all kinds of different magical creatures. I ended up giving it 2 stars. I don't foresee myself continuing with this graphic novel series. Graphic novels are kind of hit or miss for me. This one I just had because it's my sister's and she had left it here when she moved to Colorado. But yeah, this one, I don't know, I just didn't really get it. I often feel that way about graphic novels. They often feel a little underwhelming to me. Didn't totally work for me, but now I'm trying to decide what I want to read next. So with that one completed, I only have 2 more prompts left for my OWL courses, at least the required ones. And one of the prompts is to pick a book on your TBR using a random number generator, and I did this at the beginning of the readathon and ended up getting The Mars Room by Rachel Kushner. And I don't really know what it's about other than that it takes place in a women's prison. I also have to complete the prompt for History of Magic, which is reading a book with witches or wizards in it. And I don't know what I'm gonna read. I was going to initially read Truth Witch, but I don't know if it's really with the vibe that I'm going for. So I'm either gonna read The Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin, or I might honestly just read one of the illustrated editions of Harry Potter. I got like halfway through Sorcerer's Stone at the end of last year, and I might just finish that. And honestly, that kind of sounds like what I want to do this evening. And then the other book that's sort of calling to me is, again, not needed for my like required courses, but This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal, El-Mohtar, and Max Gladstone. This is a pretty short book, and I think it's like an epistolary romance between 2 people on opposing sides of a war. It got a lot of buzz at the end of last year and beginning of this year, and I'm super intrigued by it. And with it being pretty short, I could maybe finish it this weekend. But anyway, that's just sort of where I'm at. I'll probably read it a little bit more tonight, but I don't know how much more. It's Monday. I didn't really vlog or update you or check in or anything yesterday. I ended up having a pretty productive day. I cleaned out my bedroom a little bit, but put my like winter clothes into storage and took out some more springtime wear, as you know, a very hopeful move. I also listened to the audiobook of Upright Women Wanted by Sarah Gailey, which I mentioned in my same but different try a chapter video. It is a Western novella about queer librarians, essentially, and I still haven't rated it because I don't quite know what my final thoughts are. It was overall pretty enjoyable. It was the first Western I've ever read, and I definitely want to read more from Sarah Gailey in the future. And then otherwise, played some games, made some food, and oh, we had our live show for the for Red Rising, which was super fun. But since I didn't update you at all yesterday, and I feel a little bad about that, I will vlog my bullet journal setup for the week. I'm trying to use my bullet journal more while we're home, just because I feel like it allows me to track things a little bit better and just like be a little bit more organized in general than my like basic planner that I have. This is great for just like the top to-do tasks and like events, but I don't really have any events happening, and I also just want a little bit more space to write things out. And bullet journaling and doodling is really, I don't know, sort of meditative and therapeutic for me, so we'll do that. I'm gonna scroll through Pinterest and try to find Pinterest Oh my god. Try to find some inspiration. Then once I do that, I feel like I can really settle in and figure out my week. Yeah, let's do some journaling. All right, I went pretty minimal for the most part. Added some little like fun blue accents, I suppose, because that's my color for April. If you remember, I have this spread where I check off the days, but I don't have the markers that I usually use for these. I think that I left them at the office, which is a huge bummer. But anyway, April is blue. Some things that I want to track are just like the chores I'm doing, the habits that I try to keep up, how far I get in books. So this is 10 boxes wide. So each time I get like 10% of the way through, I'll check it off. I do want to read Mistborn, and then I think I have a couple others that I want to get to, but I don't know which ones yet. And then just a general area for tasks, making sure I'm eating a good amount every day, and then splitting up my to-do list for the day into home stuff and work stuff. I just find that works easier for me. So that is that for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around, I think I have successfully completed my first ever non-travel related vlog now, so I'm feeling good about that. I want to try to make this maybe like a monthly thing. I do a weekend reading vlog. Maybe that should be my goal. Weekend feels pretty doable, but also if there's like a readathon that comes up, maybe I'll try doing a week-long vlog. I don't know that I'll ever get into like daily vlogs. That seems a little intense for me. If you enjoyed this vlog, let me know so I feel encouraged to do them again, because I need that validation. Thank you very much. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on my next video. But until then, happy reading.